Hi everyone, I'm Casey and this is going to be a video talking about Opendoor, which previously used to be IPOB. If you saw my previous video on it, that was when the stock was around $19 in October. I have since, of course, held on to that stock. If you watch that video, I go through a lot of their investor presentation. The ticker change has actually happened. The merger has gone through and it now trades under the symbol OPEN. This is a stock that I really like long term. I got in it around $20, held it all the way down to $15, which kind of hurt. But now it's trading around $24, $25. It actually dropped about 25% in a week. It got all the way up into the 30s, I believe $31 or $32 or so. It definitely had a huge run up right after the merger went through, which was to be expected. I definitely, of course, considered selling, being up 50%. In such a quick period of time, but as it started to go back down, I just kind of had to remind myself not to make hasty decisions. If you've watched my most recent Chewy update video, I talk about not being greedy and taking some profits off the table, and I definitely consider that with Opendoor, but showing how quickly it fell back just kind of goes to show that if you were trying to do that, you had to time things so fast, where Chewy has kind of stayed up there for a while, and taking some profits now in that specific scenario may be warranted. But back to Opendoor, the point of this video is to just kind of talk about where the company has gone in this short period of time, or I guess more specifically the stock, since we haven't gotten a full earnings release yet or anything like that, which I'll definitely make an update video when that happens. But where do I think the stock is going in the short to medium term? In the long term, I definitely think this stock has so much potential. I think just as much as Zillow or Redfin, but especially more in my opinion. I think it's just got so much room to grow. But in the short to medium term, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if the stock still continues down a little bit more. However, I do think it's going to find some support, and whether that's around the $20 level or the $22 level, who knows? I'm not going to be trying to make a bet about that. I do think though, if it drops below $20, I'm definitely going to buy some more. So the main thing I wanted to focus on in this video is why I think this stock is really something anybody should consider getting, especially after it was dropping so much after the big run up. As I mentioned, I'm not sure exactly where this drop will flatten out and find some support and then start to level off and hopefully come up. However, this company, as I've mentioned in the past video, and most of you watching are probably familiar with, this whole management of the SPAC has been done by Chamath. I'm never going to get pronouncing his name right, but I'm not even going to try. Chamath P, if you look him up, I'll have his name in the description. I'm probably also overlaying it right now. However, his management team, his SPAC, IPOA, turned into Virgin Galactic, which I'm sure anybody watching this has heard about. IPOB turned into Opendoor, of course, what we're talking about. And then I'm also going to plan on making a video on IPOD, E, and F, which are some SPACs he recently created as well. I just really believe in their management team, Opendoor's management team, which has all these different executives from hugely successful tech companies like Facebook and Google and all these other hugely successful executives. And I just really believe in the company long term. I think this is just a phenomenal opportunity to get into one of those Facebook, Amazon, Google, one of those companies when they're going public. I think, or like Zillow or Redfin, to talk about one in the same industry. I think this is one of those opportunities. So I just want to make an update on the video as it ran up, has sold off. I wanted to give you all my thoughts that I'm still holding long term, and ultimately if it drops below my purchase price, which is $20.27 I believe, or 25 cents is my average cost right now, I'm going to buy some more. I also have 2 covered calls that I've sold. One for the $25 strike price, which I was absolutely kicking myself for when it was all the way up at $32. Right now it's a hair under $25, and that's for May of 2020, or 2021, excuse me. And then I also have another one for May of 2021 at the $35 strike price. If either of those go through, I'll be slightly upset, but also remind myself not to be greedy, because if it goes through, if the $25 option goes through, I will be better off having it go through if the stock is under $27.50, because I sold it for $250 or $2.50 for the contract. The $35 dollar one, I believe I sold just for like 150 or something pretty minimal. So basically, if that goes through, that will be a enormous gain. It'll be something like a 70 or 80% gain in several months. So if that happens, I'll just remind myself not to be greedy, and then possibly just get back in at a smaller amount. Because if a crazy movement like that happens, I'm sure there will definitely be a pullback. If the $25 one goes through, I may just buy it back, or just buy the option back even before it expires. So we'll see on that one. That will be about like a 30% gain or so, I believe, factoring in the option premium. However, I don't want to make this video too much longer. Just ultimately, I really believe in the company long term. I think it's just a fantastic one to get into. I think it's one of those companies that in 5, especially 10 plus years, people are going to say, wow, I can't believe I didn't get into Opendoor when it was $20, because even $30, because I think there's a really good chance in 10 plus years this is going to be a 3-digit stock. I don't see it staying under $100 for too long. I know that means the market cap of the company will be really, really big, but I think it will be justified because I think the company will continue to grow. So it's enough for me. I'm kind of saying all the same things over and over in just different ways. So thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you're new and want to stick around for content like this. I plan on making videos a lot more frequently in the new year, going to try to do at least one a week, maybe even more than that. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.